Alright, y'all. Welcome back. MuMu RedFern RealSilly Podcast to the people.
Real silly.
You know what I'm saying? Here's your host, MuMu RedFern. I'm rocking with Double Down.
Woo-hoo.
I'm rocking with L.
What's up, everybody?
And Big Tim Dog on the end.
Oh, what?
Oh, what? He ain't even say nothing. He ain't barking nothing.
She did it for me.
That was a
That's an old damn dog.
That
An
was
old slow dog.
Damn.
We was looking for that Rottweiler. Yeah, not that poodle.
Thank God.
Yo.
I get what you mean. It's like,
I gotta do a shameless
that's fucking
plug.
with your head, ain't it?
I gotta do a shameless plug before the show starts. And I wanna shout out Shish Kabooms. Shish Kabooms is something that I'm starting with my homeboy Tim Berry. You know what I'm saying? It's Shish Kabooms also stands for Shish Kebabs. And we got the lemon pepper, we got the barbecue, we got the teriyaki, we got the buffalo. You know what I'm saying? He making that spinach, candy, pecan salad that everyone's loving with strawberries. Yeah. And then we got the mandarin salad, we got the flatbreads, all that. We got the combos, everything. We taking care of people, you know what I'm saying, on the job, you know what I'm saying, hooking them up. And I just want to show you, after they order one, a shish kaboom, this is what it looks like after they finish.
A clean stick.
Yes, because I've had people come back after me, after 3 minutes of buying, you know what I'm saying, ordering their shish kaboom, 3 minutes, they coming back, look at the stick. So,
That's good. Y'all
and then we got the shrimp kaboom also, you know what I'm saying, let's not flake on the shrimp
So
kaboom,
do you deliver?
and then the beef. Right now, we small business, you know what I'm saying, we starting out, so don't be hitting me up just yet, because I'm on ground zero right now, taking care of people's, you know what I'm saying, and doing what we do.
I can get you
But
every
eventually-
salon.
Are you, how do you take orders?
He don't. It's at his job.
It's just at your job.
Right now,
So you can't deliver to us or nothing?
Yeah,
like
y'all put it, I mean, tomorrow, y'all let me know what y'all want tomorrow. I can go ahead and bring it to y'all because I'm cooking tomorrow for Monday orders.
Oh, okay.
So if y'all want some shish
So we can
kebabs,
get
tomorrow
weekend
for
orders, but we can't get Monday through Friday.
yeah, you can. You know what I'm saying?
How I get a Monday through Friday order?
No, it's not Monday through Friday. It's Monday, Wednesday,
It's
Friday.
like choose which one you want.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
But we supposed to be family.
But Shish Kaboom's Plus, watch out for us. Gonna blow up before you even know it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to thank everybody who's been hooking your boy up and placing your orders.
Can y'all tell us if it tastes good? Just leave a little comment on YouTube if you ate
Right,
it.
if you watch it,
we won't taste it because you know
Right,
we're
'cause
gonna
we
get
on
on.
order.
If you're watching my
Monday,
live
Wednesday,
videos
Friday.
when I'm cooking
Right,
shish
we on a Monday or
kabooms,
Wednesday.
if you're watching my last video, watching my videos when I do my shish kabooms, you will see the comments and people are saying yes. You know what I'm saying? Because we even got a fried chicken shish kaboom that right now is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? I got so many flavors, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So don't be out there trying to steal my idea because I'm locking it down. Me and my boy Tim Berry, shish kabooms plus. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it ain't just shish kebabs plus. We got the salads, flatbreads, all that good stuff, more stuff coming. But let's get into the show. All right, you
Sounds
ready?
good. Congratulations.
I
I said congratulations.
thank you, Mama. I appreciate it. Don't get stank.
Mama.
I'm just saying, you the one over here, like.
Mama, yeah, she a mama, ain't she? She got kids?
Boy.
She a mama, ain't she?
Yes.
All right
thank
then.
you. I appreciate you.
Good God.
This one over here.
I didn't say mommy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That was
I said
crazy.
mama.
Or ma.
You know what I mean?
What's good, Mom?
You know what I mean?
Mom.
What's poppin', Mom?
That's it.
Why you acting funny? Where you
We
from?
good.
Oops.
Where you from? Why you acting funny?
Oops.
You know what I mean? Everybody from here, from up top.
You
Why
know,
you acting
you
funny?
know, Fort Green,
You
a whole
from
other part of the
above the
world.
Mason-Dixon line. Why you acting funny?
He's trying to act like he's from Staten Island.
You know what I mean? No, he's trying to act like he's from Virginia, South Carolina or something. You know what I mean? All right. Before I get into a real topic, I want to know if anybody got something they want to throw out on the floor right now. You know what I'm saying? Before
Why
I
they
get to
put
the topic.
people on the spot?
Because that's what I do. And you've been here before, so don't act funny.
Everybody funny acting tonight. Huh?
Yeah, especially you. You know what I mean? So, y'all got something y'all want to throw out there before I get into the topics? You know what I'm saying, Tim? You got something you want to talk?
Wrinkle your eyebrows. You look very dangerous.
Shut up, purple head.
Tim,
Tim, though, you got something?
You
Good.
baby. I'm singing, so what's good?
You ain't gonna let her finish singing.
Hell
No,
no.
he always trying to act like I ain't got no.
This ain't
This
the four.
means war.
Shout out to you, baby. You know what they're talking about. All right, then. This is what I want to talk about. The NFL and kneeling. Because I'm boycotting this whole season. Even though I got my New Orleans Cup, because the MuMu RedFern Cups are in repair, I'm boycotting the whole NFL season this year. I will not watch one down unless it's by accident.
There's going to be some
And
comments.
the reason
on
I
there.
say this is because freedom of speech. Who gets to choose who gets to use freedom of speech? And right now, this is a debate because Colin Kaepernick started something. It took on
A whole new life.
yeah.
We got like 17 heads.
And right now, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to shut it down. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody, our commander-in-chief, whose name will not be named on this show,
45.
who is trying to, you know what I'm saying, make it something different about the flag. It's not about the
Just that
flag.
irrelevant.
Do you respect the flag?
Of course.
Do you respect the flag? Do you respect the flag? Okay then. So we got people who do and do not respect the flag on this show. But respecting the flag is not what this kneeling is about. The kneeling is about freedom of speech. And it started with these cops who were just shooting our brothers and sisters on a regular basis with anonymity and not even getting prosecuted for what they've done. Yeah, they get charged and then they get to walk off, get their vacation days taken at the most. But they're getting they're going scot-free on this
Right,
thing. And that's what the kneeling started with, as far as I'm concerned, because that's what the basis of what he said. So to take it to say it's about the flag, no, it's not about the flag. It's about what's going on. So Tim, what's your take?
Oh God.
First of all, I will be watching all the NFL games.
I know
Yes,
that's right.
I mean you can do what you do.
And I'm not with you.
That's fine.
You could boycott.
I don't call it boycott.
You just said you was boycotting. I applaud you.
Yeah, because I heard what Drew Brees said, and I'm a Saints fan. He's the quarterback of the Saints, and I heard what he said, what his stance was, and I did not agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was on. We have opposing opinions of it, and it made me feel some type of way. Like, damn, dude, I look up to you. Because I mean, you're looking at people like LeBron James, different sport, who also, you know what I'm saying, rocks with Kaepernick and the kneeling thing, and what he has done just now with his school. He's opened up the school for kids. Yeah, I promise school. I mean, come on now. This is what it's about. It's about giving back to your own community and starting something and doing something to change the rhetoric of what's going on.
And we miss it.
And we got people who are doing their thing. But when you have people that you root for who are saying the opposite of what you say or what you believe, it should conflict and put some kind of vexation in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if I want to talk about this. I might just be.
oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel, Al?
Well, let me say.
I ain't say I want to be skipped.
No, we can go back around.
I ain't say I want to be skipped.
Well, go ahead then.
I'm just saying I've been vexed by the whole
This is the
thing.
second time you've been stank on the show, but go
I'm
ahead.
just saying
Second
because
time. Stank number 2.
my whole
Stank
thing.
3, we're gonna
I don't
take that
support.
one.
I watched some of the NFL last year. I'm not gonna really watch this year. I understand where you're coming from. My whole thing is, period. Whatever we say we're going to do always gets turned into something else.
True.
And that's what pisses me off.
True.
You know, Black Lives Matter. Oh, all lives matter. Well, all lives are not getting shot.
Yeah.
All lives is not getting killed.
Correct.
And all lives is not getting prosecuted.
Correct.
So it's Black Lives Matter. For one, can we have what we need so that we can get ahead? Because, and I'm not one of those people who go, well, the white man held us back. I'm not one of those
We gotta
because
take control.
because I work hard for where I need to go in life, period. And I don't blame nobody for nothing. However, it is our community, our families that are being affected, and we don't get answers.
Correct.
We don't get them from the government. We don't get them from 45. We don't get them from our local government. And we don't get them from
Let
anybody
me ask you
else.
this. So do you think the upcoming election, where everybody is real fired up right now, we got a
For
lot
that
of
governor
people
election?
No. For
Are you
all,
talking about
across the board? Across
okay.
the board.
I didn't know if you talking about Georgia because we
No,
waiting for
do you-
Stacey Abrams
yeah.
to come on in the office, but
I had to do knock on my door today, and
Mm-hmm.
he solicited me about Stacey Abrams. He wanted to speak to the family, the household, whatever. And I told
Right.
him I'm already on your team, so
Right.
you know what I'm saying. Just waste
Right.
time. However, do you think local elections will finally change it this time around? Because this time around, people are vexed. They are pissed off, ticked off. Do you think this time around will be the difference?
I think people in our age group are vexed. People, the millennials, some of them, yes.
Well, the millennials got something to go on.
Some of them,
The
but a lot of
NRA,
them are
they
still.
challenging the NRA right now. The
But
millennials
right,
are
a
the
lot of
school
them-
shootings
right.
have really affected them to the point where
But
they're
you know
going to
who
do
ain't
something.
gonna go?
Who's
The
that?
low income us.
Wow. So
They're not. They may go if they're informed enough, but I know I work with a lot of low income individuals who are us, and their bottom line is, and I'm not talking about 5 people, 10 people. I'm talking about hundreds.
You're not gonna get
Of
involved at
people
all.
are just like, for what? What change is it gonna make? What's it gonna do? Their mindset
How can they still be there?
their mindset is based on I just need to focus on me, my household, get my bills paid. I'm struggling for the right now. Now, if you could show me that can change where I'm at right now at this moment in time, then I got some.
So we're already in a deficit when it comes.
We're already in there. Now we can still make a change, most definitely, but it's that group of low income individuals that people are forgetting because their mindset and their struggle is just on how can I get my bills paid? How can my child take care of my daughter, my son?
Me, in my house.
Take care of my house, and if they can make their bills come through, and they not even and you know, I work in the employment arena. If they can make enough money to just cover themselves,
They're good.
then they good.
That's not good.
And then I see people, I'm like, how long have you been working with this company in this particular position? And they've been there for long. I'm like,
30 years.
And then when I tell them, you know, when you come into this company, you can go into this position in 6 months. Not even 6 months well, I'll leave it at 6 months, because if I tell any more, you'll know who I'm working. Then if you can go in this point in 6 months, and you could be here and in a year or 2 years, and you can make this amount of money, they don't even have the self-esteem or the motivation to go get it. To go, so we got a lot of work to do. Just, we're hyped. Our whole arena is hyped. But like I was telling my daughter the other day, there's a generation, where my older sons are in, that is lost.
Those are the kids that mom and dad was on crack and they had kids.
That generation.
That's the question with you.
Okay.
The kneeling.
Well, so.
Okay, but I believe in not kneeling.
The kneeling and the flag are coincide because everything y'all said went back to the government, but be it local, 44, 5, whoever. And when you think of the flag, you think of our government. And we, unfortunately, are not the people. They're not the people that they're talking about. They're not the people that they're trying to protect. We're not the people on any of that there. So to respect the flag that really don't have nothing to do with me.
Respect us.
Okay, so what do you think about the freedom?
And that's why he knelt down. Because you don't respect me so much so that you'll take my brethren and shoot him, kill him, and get away with it and go back to work the next day like that thing is not a problem.
I got a conspiracy theory.
Bro, do you actually think they was
your-
going to talk about the kneeling and the flag?
No, this is my conspiracy theory. My conspiracy theory, this has been with me for a good minute. You know what I'm saying? Because we've had politicians who have came out, been shown that they've been part of the KKK.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking the KKK and the racism and things like that have a big part of this because when you have police who have somebody at the top, say if you have a policeman, a judge, a prosecutor, all part of the same faction,
Right.
and they're saying, go ahead and do that, we got you.
Right.
That's why I see that the justice is
and
not
that's
being
what
done.
they think is America.
But that's what they think is America.
They're trying to bring back.
And
that flag is part of
that's my
America.
conspiracy theory.
So
My conspiracy theory is that you have so many people in all these factions who are just washing their hands saying, don't worry about it, we're going to cover this up and make sure you're good.
How they
just take them out.
Yes. I promise you life is starting to get like all three. Because this is crazy. And you're right. The different fractions.
It's a conspiracy theory to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can everybody on this group, you got videotape, you got audio, you got everything pointing to you are guilty.
And we always pulled out
Yet
something
they
first, but
walk
then we don't
off.
have no gun.
Do y'all realize that somebody, before they got in the office, they got it, I ain't going to mention her name, but you probably know what I'm talking about. Had a case going for child molestation. Who does that? Who does that?
Well, right
we
now,
don't talk about the other thing that we don't do.
Right now,
Just
evil is rearing his big head right now in a major way.
And
And not on top of evil just rearing his head, they are running for certain offices and across the USA. You know what I'm saying? They're running for local, they're running for state, they're running for federal. It doesn't matter.
They've been in the office already. That's
The problem. No. The problem is those guys were already in office and hiding it. Now you got people running for office
And
not hiding a thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They let you know who
They
you
don't
are.
give
Because
a
they're
hoot.
not accountable for anything. But do I agree with kneeling when the anthem comes? Yes, I agree with the kneeling because it is something that is in support of what's going on. So
Just
if you can
stop
start
shooting
somewhere.
our people is what we're
but
trying to say.
When Black Lives Matter started,
Now,
Right,
Black Lives
now-
Matter, that group, you know what I'm saying, is suspect. You know what
I
I'm saying?
understand, but hey,
They are suspect. Cause
but they brought something out.
no,
but
they brought something to the
out.
forefront, yes.
Every group is suspect, but they brought something out to the forefront
That needed
to be seen, and then everybody wiped it over by all lives matter.
Right.
All I'm saying is anything we try to do, just like Kaepernick and anything we try to do big or monumental or make a change, it's
They sweat.
oh, why are you all like that? But you know what?
We need a group.
That's bull.
We need a group because right now you got black and white who do fight together.
The United States is not united.
We need a group that's called I'm
Hey,
tired
we
of
not
this
even
shit.
united.
Right.
We just need one group.
Right,
One
absolutely.
group. We need one group that says
Right,
I'm tired of this
say
shit.
that all the time.
It
We
doesn't
not
matter
united.
what race you
And that's
are,
why-
what
and that's
color you
why-
are.
But I'm sorry,
One
but
group.
that's why we having a problem that we do have. See, them folks stick together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what go down. Them folks stick together. Quiet as kept. That's how the Mexican them got above us because
Mm-hmm.
they stick together. We don't stick together, and that's the damn problem. We don't
And then-
stick
and
together.
then, you know
we
what?
got the biggest numbers. Nobody even
But you
think
know what?
that.
Even in corporate America, a white individual will go ahead and pull a black individual in and say, hey, will you do X, Y, and Z? Because the person is like, oh, because then I can get this promotion and I can do this and I can do that. But you forgetting your values and your ethics when you go ahead and go up the ladder, and then they rely on you, but you get doodled on
Straight
in
like
the
that.
end. And you're the one left holding the bag
Yeah, for
with the
everything.
signatures. If people don't, and I'm not judging, when we move up, but we move up in the right manner, number one,
Amen.
and have some values when you do it. And don't come back talking, and then I dislike how us as leaders get in positions in corporate America and then devalue us who are in lower positions.
I can't stand that.
And that's a whole nother fraction in itself of hierarchy that we don't even discuss in corporate America, and I see it all the time wherever I have been. So that's a whole nother, it's a whole nother issue. It happens in churches, it happens in corporate America, and if we can't get ourselves together to stand together for who we are as the people, we're gonna lose, and then you wondering why we not where we are. We are smart, we are brilliant, we are beautiful.
We made almost everything.
everything.
Anybody remember that?
Yeah.
And almost all inventions can go back to somebody black.
And we made a lot of things. And you know what? And we don't give the information to our children. We don't stand up. We don't make ourselves accountable to teach our kids. And you want to leave everything on to the teachers. The
Right.
teachers are not going to teach
And
our
don't
kids
care.
nothing.
All right, look.
But
MuMu RedFern RealSilly Podcast to the people.
Should be
This
fair.
started about the NFL
The
and
flag,
kneeling.
I'm sorry.
And no. It's cool because people need to hear what we're discussing tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is about being united. And when we say united, it starts with one group,
Stick with some
and then you put in
values.
people in group who have values. You know what I'm saying? Everyone who has values and wants to see the same thing, you want to separate us into
God's
liberal
plan.
and conservatives. No, it's not about liberal and conservatives. It's not about that. It's about
Be
people
for the
who
people.
wants everybody to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
God's plan.
And if I'm so you know
If
what
I'm
I'm saying?
growing, everybody else growing.
If I got
team
enough
winning,
money,
everybody team
if I got
winning.
enough money,
And
you
everybody
know what I'm
can do
saying?
that.
I shouldn't hate on her because she doesn't have any money. I should want to be like, look, I'm gonna give you a
Let
little
me
something,
and let me show
so
you how to
you can
double
come up.
that, right.
Exactly. I shouldn't be that conservative value crap. We're saying I got and you don't because and I'm not gonna give you because you don't. It needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it's about. It's about giving back. You know what I'm saying? Healthcare. One example. We wanted healthcare for everybody when we had a different president in office. Everybody had healthcare. Everybody was coming up feeling good about themselves.
Soon as
Now
that-
you want to shut it down, and now you got a division.
And charge them more
It's
than
ridiculous.
what you would do
This
if it's coming out your check.
conservative liberal crap has got to stop.
What is ugly is when you go out in public and people now give you all these ugly faces, start with you deliberately because they feel they have the right of way or the right of views. And they're like, well, I can do this because.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, and we're gonna switch gears. One thing in the Bible that I've seen over and over, Old Testament, New Testament, over and over and over. God repeats this over and over. Take care of the widow, the orphan,
Orphans.
and the foreigner.
Yep.
He repeats that so many times in the
Yep.
Bible.
And
The
poor.
widow,
The
the orphan,
orphan.
and the foreigner. So if that's not what your mindset is at, if you're not trying to take care of those people,
Then say
plus
black,
yourself
white,
and your
but-
family, if you're not trying to do that,
You don't
then
need to take
you're
care of
off
yourself
course.
and your family.
If you're not defending that, then you are against what God is saying, and that's all I'm
God's
saying. That so.
What you gotta say?
You've been mighty quiet.
You awfully
Yeah,
quiet.
you've been shut
That's
down.
kind of scary.
The
You
Tim
was-
Dog is Tim Cat right now. What's up? All right, y'all. Okay, let me get to this one topic.
Don't do that no more.
Oh shit.
In today's age, right now, today,
Ooh.
2018,
Stop now.
when a man is dating a woman, with a man who has kids,
Oh God, help us.
it's not happening.
Yeah, no, I hope not. Because
time for y'all to leave.
I know. All right, let's go. MuMu RedFern and
Thank you for tuning in tonight. Okay, you got a single man with
Right.
children, and you got a single woman with children. Who
Okay.
is more likely to introduce their person they're dating to their children?
Single man.
And I had to argue against that, but now I agree with you. But I had to argue against that because when I was dating as a single man, women who had children, they introduced me to their children like off the rip. Which was
Well,
like,
hold on. What was your question? Say that again.
when it comes to single men
Yeah,
with
or
children,
single women.
or single women with children, who is more likely to introduce their kids first to
Right.
the person they're dating? Who they hardly even know.
And he said single men will introduce first.
Yeah.
And what'd you say?
At first, I thought it was single women, but I agree with him after having this conversation with somebody.
okay.
I agree with him
All right,
now. It's
'cause I
single
was
men.
confused. Okay.
So
I know because
some single women. I'm gonna tell you what the
I
mindset is.
introduced my kids to her before.
He thought.
I'm just talking about dating.
At some point, he didn't think my kids existed.
And you want me to tell you why? Want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because as a man, you want to know if that woman is going to be there for you and your kids if something happens.
That wasn't the response I got. I got the response that the daddies wasn't shit, and they was just introducing them to women because.
And I bet you that's a woman you got your answer from too.
Yeah, because I mean,
Exactly.
but she has no kids.
Exactly.
This woman has no kids.
I
She
wish
was the
she
one
had
that debated me. She has no kids. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you know what I'm saying? Because she was saying, you know, dude, because she dates single.
Most women.
She said she's
think
single
that.
and she dates dudes. She was like, women, you know what I'm saying? The men would introduce them to their kids because half the time the kid, you know what I'm saying? They pick up the kids for the weekends or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Take them, drop them off at grandma's house and dip. You know what I'm saying? Or introduce them, you know what I'm saying? If they got their own place, the woman come over and the kids is there, they introduce them right away. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of
But
women.
they become uncles.
I didn't say right away.
But a lot
I
of,
said,
I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of women
First.
will introduce right away.
And that's what I experienced.
They looking for a daddy because
That's
their
what I
big daddy
experienced.
ain't crap.
Yeah.
One and two. It's an old saying, kids know evil. So I've known a few women that rely on their kids, whether it's saying
Really?
that person.
Now, that's a
which
new
I think
take.
is stupid.
That's a
crazy.
I've never heard
Yes,
that one
yes,
before.
for sure.
Tell them again.
Uh,
What you just said.
I said they let them meet the kids. So if the kids don't like them, I'm not gonna mess with you. If you and the kids can get along, then you might got a shot. But when you
Wow.
meet my kids, they ain't no. Then yeah, nah, we ain't
Wow.
gonna do that.
her,
You're not gonna do
I
that.
had to wait.
Amen.
And I waited. I wasn't in no rush.
Who you get them in the back?
Yeah,
They got loud.
yeah.
She don't
The
give a
whole
shit.
both of them.
Right?
The whole both.
Right. And just
That's wrong.
what you said about the kids not liking you and the parent leaving. Her kids didn't like me.
Travis didn't like me when you first met me.
But no kids like whoever their mama or daddy is dating when
No,
they
some
first
people,
meet.
when you get them young
That's
enough, you might do work.
wrong. But see, that's the key.
That's
You get
the
them, if you
age.
get them young, that's fine. But when you kids as
Teenagers,
teenagers,
you can chalk that.
that's a wrap.
Ronnie used to put, now y'all know Ronnie, you didn't know Ronnie, that's Veronica's father. But he been in my life since,
God bless him.
God bless him when he
God
gone.
bless
Yeah, he
him.
passed
That's
away.
why.
Oh,
And I miss Ronnie.
Yeah.
I miss him.
But y'all made me forget what the hell I was gonna say now. What were we talking about?
But yeah, for me, it took a while for my sons were teenagers, so I was not quick to introduce them to anybody, because forever it's always been Elle and the boys.
Right.
And my whole thing is, I need to make sure that you straight first as a man before I even introduce you to my
what is the consensus
children.
today is the question though. What do you think, you know what I'm saying, who does it most? Do men?
I said
Man looking for a mama.
Men looking for a mama or mama looking for a
Yes,
man?
No, it's men looking for mothers
For their children.
Yeah.
for their children because
Okay, let me switch gears because this is what I have a problem with. This is what I have a problem with. I have a problem with these dudes who have kids and have a baby mama, but yet they take care of their stepkids better than they take care of their biological kids.
Yeah.
That bothers me very
That's
seriously.
their own. That's their own.
I don't understand. I can't fathom this or understand this to this day. Like, why would you not take care of your biological kids, but you're dating somebody else that has kids that's not yours, and you treat them better than your biological kids?
You don't even see your biological kids.
Exactly, you don't even
And
see
take
them.
care and drop
They
these
got a
ones
whole.
off
They got a
at
whole other
school.
little family.
Right.
I don't
Absolutely
understand
not
that. Are you guys seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
Yeah, not cool. Not cool.
Okay, I guess y'all.
Because I mean, we're a blended family.
No, I'm just talking about
And,
the outside.
yeah,
of your household.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
but we're a blended family, and
we're blending.
yeah, we're
I
blended.
watched
I
that
mean, we
the other
came
night.
into
That
this
was so
thing
hilarious.
with kids and everything like that,
How
and
many
so
apiece?
I had 2 entering into the relationship, and he had 4 into the relationship, and then we had Sid together.
How many y'all got now?
7.
7 altogether.
Oh,
Do you
shit.
see any after Sid?
I don't know what y'all got going on.
Please. And so, and you have to make sure that, you know, to travel back and forth and all of that kind of stuff.
And when
to
you
make
go
sure
school
that
shopping
happens.
for this set, you go for that.
You gotta do.
Like,
It's
it gotta
a
be
lot.
right. It gotta be
It's a lot.
So
Even
for
like
all-
when we get
If
ready
it's
to
your
go.
weakness, that's just
So for all you dudes out there that's not taking your taking care of your biological kids,
Bums.
but taking care of your stepkids or whatever you want to call them, that's someone you're dating, you're wrong and you're foul. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your biological. That's your blood. That's your seed.
Your kids got
That's
to-
somebody who you helped create and bring into this world.
Not
They
only
come
that, you're making
first.
them crazy because now this child's thinking, well, why am I dad?
Let me ask you a question.
Being good to them and don't take care of
Let
me.
me ask
Now
you
we
a
got a
question.
cycle one out here.
Let's
Let me
say the
tell you,
kids, right?
all our kids gonna have the same story.
The kids, right?
We had 2 crazy parents. I don't know.
Right, they like.
And we tried.
Right.
Their stories gonna be similar from north to south. You went through that shit too. Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
God. I thought he's gonna be different with y'all.
Nah.
Hell nah.
Nah.
What you got?
Now, it all depends on the person. Your biological kids are always going to be your biological kids.
Yes.
And depending on the type of mother that they have,
We shouldn't affect the kid.
no,
But it's
it's
gonna.
it's
Oh, it's
gonna.
gonna.
It's going.
You got to
You gotta get through some of these efforts.
you don't understand.
No, I've heard the story.
Oh,
I've heard the story.
So
ugly.
And mothers are different. You know, every household is different. And their children are going to be
There you go.
raised by different. I swear, if that
You
beard
do
didn't
that
come
shit,
up one
yeah,
more
I'm
time, you
Next
going to
time
get
you do
pushed
it,
and your headphones
Yeah.
going to come
Bow.
out your head. Right.
I'm a chin
Oh,
checker.
beard
You
game.
do that again, I'm a chin
Piss
checker. I'm a
me
chin
off.
checker right on
I ain't
the
want
beard.
to-
Once every
topic
episode, keep it
before.
moving.
Once every episode.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
You need some
alright.
color games.
No, I've earned my grades. I'm not coloring nothing. Every grade is part of my crown, sweetheart.
But
I ain't coloring nothing.
anyway, MuMu. But I mean, every household is different, and you know, with the problem, the thing that happens too is where the parents are in their own children's life when you become a blended family as well. You know what I'm saying? And so the rules for that household, wherever the other spouse came from, is different when the other two come together also.
Yeah.
And so there's different set of rules in one house than there is in the other house. So you
Yeah.
got that. It's a lot.
It's crazy.
It's a lot because even when, you know, when one of our children, I won't blurt his name out on, came to live with us and everything like that, there was rules in our house
that they weren't used to.
that they were not used to.
So what
and
advice would you
everything.
give to the people with
And there's a
family?
well, hold
Chop
up.
them in the throat.
No, you can't do that. Because you can't do
You
that
gonna do it on the chop
because
block.
no, because they got a protective parent.
Yeah.
And then the parent comes
The
in.
biological protect the parent.
Right. The biological parent comes over and has a whole
And get chopped too.
attitude as well. And so you have to work that whole thing. That whole thing got to work out. And it
You
takes
gotta
time.
mature parents. You
But
can
since
work
you've
takes
been through it, what
communication.
advice would you give the people to get through it?
Be mature.
You got to be mature. You have to have communication. And you really got to sit down and get to know the child.
Okay.
You
I
really
think
got
that's the most important.
You got to
Get
sit
know
down
the
and get to know the child. Despite whatever the biological parents, both parents got going on,
Yeah.
you have to get to know that child
That
and
makes
let that child know, you know what, I'm not trying to replace your mother. I'm not trying to replace your father.
That makes sense.
I'm just here as the individual.
You got some
You
kickback.
looking
You got some
crazy?
kickback.
Is
You got
that
some
is that
kickback.
not what I
You
did?
got some kickback.
I'm
Is that not what I did?
wait, baby.
Because I was their number one supporter in school and everything else. I stayed on top of grades. I made sure, because we wasn't having no low grades. And it wasn't matter. Like, if all the kids, my biological, and, you know, I don't like saying stuff to them. I'll say it for here.
Yeah.
But stayed on grades. And it pissed him off. Like, oh, my God, you so hard. Why you staying on me on my grades? Because you need to be somebody in life. And if I do like that with my other children, I'm gonna leave you hanging.
Yeah.
So when it was parent meetings, I was on him like, we got to go to the school, we got to do this, we got to do that, and we got to make sure that, you know, that English grades come up and math and everything else.
You got some pushback.
No.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure everybody had the same school supplies, everybody went clothes shopping here, and everything else. And so, but you got to spend time with that child even without the biological parent.
So
there was times that me and him went out, we did different things. Tim would have to go out of town. He was still there, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got to make sure that you focus on that one just as much as you do the other. So it takes time, energy, and dedication.
Right now.
But hold up, before you go on to that,
Uh-oh.
when we jump into these blended marriages, we think about the other individual. Oh, I'm going to get to be with him. Oh, I'm going to get to be with her. No. When you say yes to him and her, you saying yes to him, her, and
everybody.
It's called add sugar. It's Kool-Aid. You add sugar.
Ain't no goddamn.
And I think that's where we missed the
That's
mark,
it.
because we think about the spouse we marrying.
Forget
And
everything.
you're not thinking about the
Mama,
child.
I wasn't going to switch subjects. All I want to do is just tell people, please share this out there. And whether you're male or female, your biological, stop, you know what I'm saying? If you're blended, your biological, make sure they're good. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to make sure that the steps or the blended is more, you know, taken care of more than your biological, you are wrong. You are out of order. You're wrong. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Even in the word, the Bible, you know what I'm saying? The firstborn, you know what I'm saying, comes first. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a mental health issue too.
Amen. Did I just say that you're making a bunch of crazies?
Yeah.
It's a mental health issue.
So y'all need to fix that. Fellas, for all my fellas out there who's taking care of other kids by the woman they dating now and mad at their baby mama not taking care of their biological, you out of order. You wrong. You need to take care of those kids.
And it ain't just the men, it's the women too.
No,
The
I'm
women
just
are
saying.
the women are the reason that the men don't want. Look, most men, when you tell them they're having a baby, some of the most happy. I mean, I've seen grown thug niggas break down and cry about having somebody's baby. So them babies mean a lot to them. But when you are digging with them and using the baby as a pawn, and you can't see them unless you
Tell
do
them.
this,
Let
and
them know.
you are creating a situation where, look, check this out.
Let
Wait
him
till
know.
he get 18 and then I'll try to holler at him. And that's not good because you're rearing something that ain't right.
The best example is Boys in the Hood. She raised him till he, what, 10, 13? Said, no, you're going to your father. So that means both parents was in your life. You know what I'm saying? So you got that nurturing part.
And
then
you got that discipline.
I'm about to discipline and teach you how to become a man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Teach your man.
And women stop using them kids as pawns. That is not your personal pawn. You a parent and he a parent. He has exactly equal right with that child as you do. That is not your personal property, and y'all stop using them babies like that.
All right, well,
too much
You ain't got my $100. You can't see Keisha.
Right, child, take Keisha and keep the 100.
Right.
Take her shopping. Do you need 100 so y'all go to the movies? What you
Goodbye.
mean? I made y'all a lunch. Okay.
All right, you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
I ain't got time. Mama,
we were talking about the NFL and kneeling, and then we was talking about, you know what I'm saying, men or women not taking care of their biological kids.
If I can get back up.
So I want to thank the panel.
What
Double
is it?
down. I mean,
God, get
past her
yourself
bedtime.
Yo, no, I'm old. I I've been at that salon since 8 o'clock.
Thank you for your great input.
I appreciate it.
Tim, thank you for being silent, not saying nothing.
Oh, sure.
This is
I ain't got no
Hallelujah.
words. What happened?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
This is MuMu RedFern RealSilly Podcast, and the people signing off. I thank y'all for tuning in.